Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponent. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. Got all these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama, tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies on bodies, cried over Malcolm, I cried over Dolphin. I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Groom for this, I ain't meant to be no bride. I'm married, but I know you still feel obliged. Bounce on these, I learned from Sanaa. Back in my bag and as big as a duffel. With blessings on blessings, I came through this struggle, I'm back.
I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God. I'm back in my bag, I'm back in my bag on God.
Yeah, yeah. I came through the rain and I came through the thunder. I pushed through the pain, I'm laughing at summer. My hair was way hotter, I feel like a starter. Escape with my truth, I came back like Nirvana. Throat is all rocky, it's nothing I real. Go back to back, baby, can't no one here see us. Stomach it all time, look like a Leah. Went back and forth and back, just like a cornerback. Yeah, yeah, you got veins, I respect whole veins. Tell them get low, man, just flying high.
It's week 14 of the NFL, and we'll see the Buccaneers rookie quarterback. He's gonna have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Bucs and the Raiders coming up next.
This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody. The Buccaneers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now.
Ready up! Go!
The give for the first time to Rachaad White. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Marcus Epps making the play.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
That's complete, Mike Evans. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Play action on first down. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They go play action here. Completes this one to Otten. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Divine Diablo there on the tackle. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go now!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down. The Buccaneers.
Got it! Ready?
Throwing from the gun here. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They go play action on first. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And now they face second down. The give now to White. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Divine Diablo there on the tackle. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Tight end going in motion here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
The Buccaneers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after they... Throwing now on 1st down. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, White. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. Quick on the draw to White. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jack Jones making that tackle. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. And it's the Buccaneers who have 2nd and 4. They send him left out of the slot. From the 46. Getting out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
On target to Godwin. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. First trip to the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Tampa spends its second timeout now. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
It's second and 8 at the Raiders' 18-yard line.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator.
The home team start. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Divine Diablo there on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing off the play fake here. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And the Raiders will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. The offense being led back. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Caught by Godwin on the slant. Taking tempo with some hurry-up offense. To throw it on 1st down. He's going to push one. They connect on the deep shot. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
1st and 10, it's a give to White. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jack Jones making that tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going play action. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That's caught for the 1st. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one, it's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
So the Buccaneers keeping their offense on the field. 2-point attempt coming up. Keeping it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. They go for 2, and that gives them a 3-score advantage. We hear it in every sport, partner. Sometimes it's just best to keep it simple. They give it. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there.
Let's go.
It's White on the give. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now.
Here's White again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
And he has enough room to gain about 4. Second and 6 coming up here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Complete out to the right. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
From the gun, a run for White. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Again, this is White. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
70 Lions. Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. The throw is caught. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown.
It's a win for the Buccaneers. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week.
I met a girl.
It's Week 15 of the NFL, and we'll see the Buccaneers rookie quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Buccaneers and the Chargers, and it comes your way next.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The numbers for White a week ago. 16 carries, 82 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they do any type of a change-up.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Moore now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They run straight ahead here with White. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. More from L.A. in a moment. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Moore. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. First down, here's White. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll take this to about the 24, gain of 3. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Moore. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Tui Pelotu leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Operating from the gun, Moore. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Moore. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now back to the ground game with White. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He opted to go with his scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense with his slim deficit closing in on the end. Moore throwing to start the drive. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Moore. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Moore. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Going right side is White. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
More from L.A. in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Operating from the gun. Moore.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. But now he appears to be in some pain. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Moore. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Second and 13.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Moore now from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. The Charger D making things difficult. And it's 4th down. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Here's Moore. Throwing to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Moore. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the gun on 3rd down. Moore.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
And that pick 6, that was the first turnover.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now Moore, throwing after the interception. Airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Moore. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Chargers will get... So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was a...
I'm good. I think we could play better. Let's build momentum for next year. Hopefully, we can get our defense and handle those key issues. Maybe some protection. You know, some better protection. And I believe we can win with this core. I believe we can get it all done. But we're going to need that. Let's end it on a high note.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena. Yeah. One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect. I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me. Bitches like Bronny. I got my little belly. My blessings, they on me. They rain and they rain. Yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on. It sound like we drumming. I reach on my goals like my nephew be doing. Back on the ring.
It's week 16 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Buccaneers rookie quarterback. He's going to have to...
So, the Tampa Bay... Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. The Buccaneers off. Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll go again here with Irvin. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. That's into the hands of Chase Edmonds. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Hendricks. The Buccaneers offense. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, the tight end, Kilkeith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
He'll look to throw. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down. Down the field, it's Evans. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They get an even 20 on that one. It's a first down for Tampa Bay. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they...
Good blocking, and he's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's his... The Bucs offense.
Okay, ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. To the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's
in trouble, and down he goes. They'll look to pick up the pace. One final throw before the break, and that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time is expired.
Here we go, set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He's got the veteran. That's Robert Woods. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Irving. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. 2nd down and 3. They'll run it here with Edmonds. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Micah Parsons on the tackle. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is caught. He got Godwin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. To the air now on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Irving. And nice work here. He's got the first down to about the 30-yard line. He's going to run it. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. The motion man here is Woods. Now this time they'll look to throw. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is... On play action, he'll set up to throw. Going up top for Evans.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. So it's a win for the Cowboys. This one went down to the wire.
It's week 17 of the National.
So the Tampa...
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Catch made. That's Woods. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this ball batted away and incomplete. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Touchdown number 50 for him on the season.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First.
On first down, here's Irving. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Right back to Irving. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 3rd and 9.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
A give. This is Irving. He'll get this ahead for about 3. From his interior spot, that's Derek Brown on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run with Irving. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Here's a 3rd down and 4. That's caught. It's Evans. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot. Now the veteran, it's Chase Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Throw left side. Pulled in by Evans. And they'll pick up the 1st down. A gain of about 4. They'll look to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Panthers have it. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now, screen set up for Irving.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
It's 4th down.
He'll look to throw. This one on target to Godwin. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw. Taken in. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Here's Irvin. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. A'Shawn Robinson there on the play. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run it. It's Irvin. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Open man, the tight end, Ko Kieft.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Let's go.
Now, faking the give. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Ready?
A carry now for Edmonds. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. Godwin working the right side. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
And that is incomplete. They'll motion a tight end right. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He finds his tight end, Kieft. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now give on the ground. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
On the set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Here we go. 70 range, 70 range.
They'll drop to throw. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 35 yards.
Hey, check that. Ready?
They'll run here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and And they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. 2 timeouts, still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk.
So a win here for the Buccaneers. That was a game that was in doubt till the...
Y'all think run this, Miss she her black designer say Gucci Prada print DOE I'm a condo rich big Dolce Diva Donda Dundada Tokyo Honda drift poppin' Dolce season new persona new pushback but I'm still gon' get that labels quaking they mistaken I'm that wrist they frozen Q let's go I'ma get
for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation.
Play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a... She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Buccaneers rookie quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Bucs and the Saints next on Madden NFL 25.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. So the Tampa Bay...
double. Smash, smash. Set.
On the ground is Edmonds. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
70 Lions.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Alert! Alert! 70. Hut.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going up top for Evans. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Let's go.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final. Third down, 3 to go.
Let's go now.
Throwing now from the gun. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Here we go, shot.
They'll send their tight end left.
Check go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield. That's Godwin. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's Godwin. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll take it on in. Mike Evans. Touchdown Buccaneers. That is 16th touchdown of the year. Back to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Bucky Irving. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll take this down inside the 30. Demario Davis there on the play. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. It's complete to Evans. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 7. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Mike Evans, touchdown Tampa. That his 2nd touchdown of the game, and 17 for the season. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision. Back to throw here to begin the drop. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Mario Davis there on the play. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Set.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. He'll look to throw. He's got the veteran, that's Robert Woods. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal. Back to the air one more time. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal.
Trap 60, trap 60.
They send Godwin in motion.
Let go.
They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready, ready?
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one, take it in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves...
Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down. Throw left side, pulled in by Evans. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll drop to throw. toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder. And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
They send Godwin in motion. They'll look to throw again. He finds his tight end, Keith.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regular.
So this one a win for the visiting Saints. They're able to finish the season in style.
Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sons, but they learn to swim. Now what the hell of it? Play a sad song on a tiny violin. For the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Send me sipping on. But the devil will walk in my shoes. With some. Trying to get away from me, oh me. Still. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers for the seeds that I'm sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my road. At the end of my road. Oh, true. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Try to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through. Bet the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little good news.
Now it's a
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
That, to the, say, poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black, designer, say Gucci, Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo rich, big Dolce, Diva, Donda, the Tokyo, Honda drip. Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist stay frozen, QG. Let's go, I'ma get. I'm that, you ain't no, I'ma get money tight.
Hey, rookie. You had a great first year. Amazing, to the least. But guess what? It only gets harder. You gotta double down on your second year. You gotta go even harder, and I know you can. And it all starts now.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A Rico like Suave, young Enrique speaking at AKA. She's an alpha but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print. That's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy.
So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Rachaad White. And a nice run to start out. 6 yards on the first play of the game. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go again with White. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Here's White. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This This defense fired up to start. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He finds the big tight end. That's Gerald Everett. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They run with White, and he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. On 3rd down, it's White. And he's going to have a Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1. On 1st down, right back to White. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now this time they'll look to throw. That one is complete to Hardman. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Buccaneers first down. On 1st down, it's White. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Byron Murphy there on the stop. Another run here with White. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Byron Murphy there on the stop. They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. That's caught. It's the tight end, Everett. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. 1st and 10 now from the 36. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll find his running back, White. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the lap. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Penn State. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Right back to the air following that pick 6. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. A give, and here's White. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his big target, Everett. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. They'll put Everett in motion here. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the handoff, it's White running right. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. They'll throw out of the gun. This one caught left side by Evans. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Now they'll set up to throw. And he gets that to Hardman. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Evans. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. First and 10. Back to the air one more time. Down the field, it's Evans. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a first and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. He's into space past the 25. And he's into the end zone. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
They'll put Everett in motion here. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run over center with White, and he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it's going to be 4th down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
They'll drop to throw. Godwin working the right side. Now 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw again. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs and just as importantly stop the clock. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time. And it'll set up 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. The 12th man, a factor here, as it's a win for the...
Feet and law, you wanna be with me, of course. Show you like a beast, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you like a beast, wanna see some more.
Change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you like a beast, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you like a beast, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you
Jumping that, jumping that, jumping that, jumping that fire, jumping that.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see the Buccaneers' second-year quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Buccaneers and the Jets, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T. Again for the first time to Rachaad White, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. The visitors hit. Drive starts with a carry by White. Room to work at the 35. And he'll finally be taken down right along the 40. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing from the gun here. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, it's a give to White. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. This finds Evans, complete. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 24. Got Evans, it's complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers, their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He's on the move. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Mike Evans with the touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet, making the catch.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He put everything he had into this one. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Intended target there was Mike Evans. And it's going to be second down. Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. First and 10, they're going to throw. The defenders are there to get him at the line. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, a run for White. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought to a halt by C.J. Mosley. It's 3rd and 8, need to get a chunk here. Looking for a throw here. Forced out to his right. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. It's White on the give. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Running on second with White. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, he'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. They're going play action. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So second down coming up. Out of the gun, White. Big gap up the middle. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. Now, hold on a second. We have a player in some pretty clear pain following that play. That's Rachaad White, who's getting some attention from the trainers. They'll come up 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going, and when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. The Jets get there and bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Airing it out to start this drive. Evans brings in the slant. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion here left. To throw it on 1st down. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Up the middle, here goes White. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. This is pulled in by McCole Hardman. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. From the 39. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball. Right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
He'll make a bid for it on the ground. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Pass play now. That's going to be caught by Evans. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll throw on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. To throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. So the win goes to the Jets. And we know
check it out. Hit you with no delaying, so what you saying, yo? Silly with your ice, grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, Dylan ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that it with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, looking shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way she make me wanna get all in the, yo. Top mistress of the videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak show.
Ready, set.
I put the new 4Gs on the G. I into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I'm got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team.
Ready up. Okay, ready.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the Sunshine State. It's the Jags and the Buccaneers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
And you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
The give now to White. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Here's White again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Again, this is White. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Pass play coming here. Oh, tried forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Let's go. Warriors 70. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Caught by Godwin on the slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And a man is there to knock that away. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Here we go, set.
Throwing from the gun here. He finds Evans, left side. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. And it's a nickel set from the Jags on this 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Man in motion here. From the red zone now. On target to Godwin. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. Escapes out to the left. He tucks it and takes off. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Got Everett, and it's complete. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Wow, wide open here, complete. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown, his second scoring catch of the game. Now the second time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a second home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this.
Throwing now from the gun. Diving right side, got it. They'll come up 1st and 10. Back to throw now. This finds Evans, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. They're set up at the 35 now. They go play action on first. Hauled in by Godwin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it sets up 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Here he is on 3rd and long. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. They'll come out throwing. Escapes the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's sack number 2 for this guy, and we've got
all right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw it. He's on the move. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. That's going to be caught by Everett. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 17. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
To throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
19 Lions.
Setting up to pass. That's to the sideline, and Evans has got it. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll look to throw it. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I love throwing that 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
79 Broncos. Stop below 18.
Here he is to throw. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Looking to throw on 1st and goal. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
And they pull it off, a touchdown catch in the final moments, and now overtime for a win right here are on the table. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Slot man in motion left. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
We'll take a momentary pause for the injured player, and this is a notable one. Mike Evans is the one hurting after that one.
Here we go, set. 18, Pioneer.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Throwing from the gun. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 37. He puts some power on a deep one. He's got it at the 30. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
White trying this straight ahead. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And this run doesn't have the juice of that last one. He's stopped at the line. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. On target to Godwin. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that.
So it's a win for the Buccaneers. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end. But they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it.
Hey, yo. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm gonna break down. I need it. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk.
Share they G put a front. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that end zone? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My and Kindle. I'm beneath those going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my man's a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing. I'm on. I get till I can't even. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt. So she know we ain't got no time to
So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-to-1 as opposed to the 2-to-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now Moore. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There with the tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. Here's 2nd and 10. Moore now. Completes it to Hardman. So the completion good for 7 there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it 2nd and 7. White, he'll try the left side.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
To throw is Moore from the gun on 3rd down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
White is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Moore.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Moore throwing to start the drive. This is caught by Evans.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Operating from the gun, Moore. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Clock running, the Bucs try to go quickly and get set. 2nd and 3. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Looking to throw. Moore. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter.
This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they're currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They run straight ahead here with White. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Off play action. Moore.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll go up the middle with White. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Now back to the ground game with White.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They keep it on the ground. White again. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just...
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They start to drive with White. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Back to throw. Moore. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Looking to throw. Moore. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now the Bucs down 13-6, 30 seconds to go. They'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done.
And then I ate, got a particular taste. I just stuffed my pockets in my face. Okay, let's have a debate. We talking about, I promise I'm feeling the way. I took the bodies up out of my closet, I buried them deep and they still in the way. I know some got baptized, guys, they can't put the drilling away. Had to part ways with the sad vibe, bad guy, you might be a villain today. Ask God why I didn't get an answer. Why I lose my brother to, why I lose my grandma to cancer. Why me? Why I keep getting all of these chances? Why me, God, I need answers. Speak your mind and you might get counseled. Pinky ring and it cost me a phantom. The witness, the evidence tampered. Dirty money, the safest to hamper. Yeah, my just star and I stamped her. P.E. Jordan 3, this a sampler. I don't wanna do it, but I gotta do it. Gotta, if it's me or you. He got five, lighter fluid. Gotta wait from the haters, say hallelujah.
And now,
Yeah, I started the season off 0-2.
Buccaneers ready for their opening drive. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Right, that was a win.
The drive starts with a carry by White. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it inside the 25. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Here's the give to Irving. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Once again, Irving. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Goal to go, it's a pass play. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. On the give, this is Irving. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They soften that defense up, that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reach the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Quick on the draw to White. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Throwing off the play fake here. He's got some. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Station. Right side, right side.
Looking to the air here.
Damn, he wasn't there.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Check down, check down, check down.
1st and 10. It's a give to White. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing now off play action. Searches from the pocket. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Intended target there was Mike Evans. And that makes it third down.
Let's go. Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready, ready.
Here's a throw. Looking for a target. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. Let's get in the zone. This is the drive, fellas. We got 56 seconds and 2 timeouts to make it happen. Need protection. Protecting the time.
Let's go now.
Take a shot. Take a shot.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now looking to throw. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. The rookie from Oklahoma has it.
About to get tired.
They run the counter with White. This is ahead for about 5. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end. Offense to the line for second down. Again, this is White. And this one doesn't go far. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on third down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that'll bring... Back to pass on 1st and 10. This finds Everett complete. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jabril Peppers bringing that one to an end. Running on 2nd with White. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. Scooped up by the Patriots. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our life.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Grabbed by Chris Godwin.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go. Here we go. Set go.
From the 29. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. He'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Out of the gun, White. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
They're throwing it. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. White trying this straight ahead. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's White again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
18 Rattler.
He'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was Mike Evans. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Let's go.
Back to throw it. They connect for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
It's White on the give. And he's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, check that. Ready?
Up the middle, here goes White. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who's shaken up. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Sack. Warriors 70. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers down by a touchdown. 1st and goal. They've got 4 chances to tie this one up. From the gun, a run for White. Has the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers find a way to tie it late. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I...
Big play.
Setting up to pass. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready? Check go.
Here he is to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Evans. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. And this game, wow, it came down to the final moments where it was their clutch score that proved the difference and set up this victory.
Like damn, why I get a like urn? I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like white, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now. I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house trying to avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church.
It's week 6 of the 2025 season, and we'll see the Buccaneers' electric quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Bucs and the Giants, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football? So here now are the Buccaneers on offense to begin their first drive. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Even he mentioned it to us. There hasn't been much celebrated for him since last week. While other guys were taking in the win and enjoying some time to relax, he was reviewing what went wrong in that game. An interception, not finding the end zone. That's not the type of impact that usually finds you a win, and he knows he's got to do more for his team.
Hit some space around midfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Again for the first time to Rachaad White. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. He's going to throw this one. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up. The give now to White. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Now it's White. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also... Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. 2nd and 6 now. Offense is out there and ready to get things going again. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing now from the gun. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. They run. It's White. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Setting up a throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jordan Poyer has it. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Here's White. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tyler Nubin with the tackle.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They've got first down from the 31. On the ground, it's White. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Cordell Flott there on the stop. All right, here we go. Second down. From the 37. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Second and inches here. Forced out to his right. On target to Godwin. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. They are throwing it again. Escapes the pocket. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. From the red zone now. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Down he goes. The Giants got to him. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And oh, he got it. Interception. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Drive starts with a carry by White. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
A run now with White. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They motion a receiver left. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Five men in the secondary for the G-men now ahead of 3rd down. He'll throw it. Oh, brother, it's Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Giants are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. They go play action on first. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing off the play fake here. Bails out of the pocket quick. He calls his own number again. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Working inside the red zone. And that one's going to hit the turf.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. And the Giants going nickel, 3rd down coming. Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. To the sideline it goes. He's got it beyond the marker. It looks like he stayed in as well. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Everett. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flush down out to his left. He takes it himself. And he's brought down after a short gain. Need to be working quickly here. From the 19. Buys time, rolling right. Took off with it again.
All right, we'll call that one a drop. He escapes, quarterback does. He avoids taking the sack. He's also denied a gain of any kind.
5 men in the secondary for the G-men now, ahead of 3rd down.
Let's go now. Trap 60. Go.
Back to throw. Getting out to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Well, when this guy's got it going on the ground, Brock, there isn't a more exciting player on the field, and he has certainly been the most fun to watch in this one.
Yeah, he's been fun for you and me, Kate, but not this defense. You know, I remember asking Pete Carroll some years ago,
And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win.
I gotta go to work. I gotta go to my first job, so.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win.